looks like another world. It's so beautiful. This race this year is actually worse and much harder so far than last year. I have a blister that hurts so much. I really feel like I have to dig really deep. It's just pure ice. I don't feel great. It's all pretty rubbish. This is so hard. Hi everyone and welcome to a new video. As you saw in my last video, I'm going to attempt the spine race, the Challenger South of the Winter Spine Race this weekend. We have just made it to Edale and I'm so excited. The race starts tomorrow morning. I need to do the race registration, get my kit checked and everything, because there's quite a long list of mandatory gear that you have to take with you. I'm going to get my race number, my picture taken, there's a race briefing, and then we're basically done. And yeah, really can't wait now. The Challenger South of the Montane Winter Spine Race is a 108-mile self-supported ultra along the southern section of the Pennine Way, running from Edale in the Peak District to Hawes in Yorkshire.
Credit for doing good stuff. Red flash, that's bad, that's naughty.
Ooh, it's getting real. It's race day. We're just waiting for the train to take us to Edale, which is only a couple of minutes. After my DNF last year, coming back to the Winter Spine meant more than just racing again. There was excitement, but also a lot of doubt. I knew how hard it could get. The pain, the dark moments, all of it. And that's exactly why I came back. I had unfinished business and a need for redemption. This time, I believed I could finish it. And we're off. We just left Edale. It's 10 o'clock, as you can see. It's a beautiful day. The conditions are better than last year. There's not that much snow, bit of ice, but yeah, off to a great start. 5 kilometers in, just under 1 hour, and now our first real climb up Jacob's Ladder. Oh, such a beautiful day. This is Hope Valley, that's Edale down there. This looks like another world. It's so beautiful. Now for the next couple of miles it's going to be a bit more level, going over the plateau, over Kinder Plateau. There's quite a bit of snow, definitely more than I thought there would be. I think off trail there might be 30 centimeters, maybe even a bit more from what I checked with my poles. So it's a bit more challenging than I thought it would be. I thought there would be less snow up here, or that it had already melted. Almost 9 kilometers in, 2 hours, and the adrenaline from the start has worn off a little bit, and I'm now slowly getting into race mode, so to say. The views are incredible. This up there is Kinder Downfall. A short but very steep descent. I don't remember what it's called, but I remember how steep this has been. Definitely happy that I have my micro spikes on for this. I've made it down, but it was so slippery and so steep.
We're trying to find somewhere. Once we get, once we get used.
Ooh, look at that, on our way to Pliclo. I'm about 17 kilometers in, so just over 10 miles. And look at this, it's basically the same thing as last year, really. Can't believe it. In some places, as you can see, it's almost 50 centimeters steep. Not so much on the path, but still, obviously, this is quite energy sapping again. But I'm still feeling great, even though it's quite exhausting. But I think it will get better throughout the race because it's a bit lower down later today and it's supposed to be a lot milder tomorrow, so not too worried yet. If you just look at the colors, it's just gorgeous. So happy that we have such a beautiful day.
Being back on the Pennine Way felt amazing. The rolling hills and open skies brought back so many memories of walking it with Otto almost 3 years ago. Every view reminded me why I love this place so much and why it's always worth coming back to.
I can't believe that I'm saying this, but when it comes to the conditions and the terrain and the snow, this race this year is actually worse and much harder so far than last year, which I didn't think would be possible, but yeah, it is what it is. I can't believe how much snow there is up here. With snow drifts and everything. I barely ran the entire race so far because look at this. It's just watching your every step. It's so deep. Ooh, this is really quite tough. This is the top of Pliclo, and now it's not too far, maybe just 2-3 miles all downhill to Torside, and there's a little aid station run by the MRT. It's 4:30, just past 4:30. I've made it to and through Torside, had a little break, cup of tea, and now, as you can see, the sun has set, heading into my first night on this race, but I'm still feeling pretty good. I think there will be quite a bit of snow up on ladder rocks that are coming up now and on Black Hill. But from what I heard, it should be a bit better, hopefully, after that. There have been a couple of people that came out to cheer me on and recognize me, which was so nice. I'm on my way up to Black Hill now, and as you can see, it's still pretty bad. The snow is a bit softer, but still, this is really draining now. And another climb done. I'm up on Marston Moor. The wind has picked up, it's pretty cold. I guess -6, -7 with the wind chill. 43 kilometers down. I think it's not too long to the MRT aid station at Starnage. And then I think it's only 4 miles to go to Nicky's Food Bar, which is a really iconic place on the Spine Race, but also on the Pennine Way. It's a food van just off the M62 that really keeps me going, because not going to lie, it's a bit hard. I feel okay, my feet are holding up great, but obviously it's just walking through the night with ice and snow. It's just yeah, it's not easy. And trick point number 3 for today. This is Starnage. It's so crazy, the things that go through your mind. If it's just you and your mind and a lot of darkness. I just realized that today, in just under 12 hours, I've walked the same distance, even a bit more, than I did with Otto in 3 days when we walked the Pennine Way, which is just crazy and almost unbelievable. I'm heading straight to Nikki's food bar. Oh, I can't wait to have a burger. I was pretty good, I think, with eating today, but obviously after a while you just crave some real food and not energy bars, gels. It's almost 1:30, 63 kilometers down, so it's only about 10-11 kilometers to the checkpoint. I'm almost at Studley Pike now, and then it's just down towards Hepton. The checkpoint is a little bit outside town. My voice sounds a bit strange because of the cold air, but other than that I'm feeling okay. But I really can't wait to get to the checkpoint. I'm not too tired, but obviously I want to change into dry clothes, have a rest, have a sleep. That's the most important thing. There's still snow, as you can see, and underneath there's ice too, but it's not too bad. This took forever, and I don't know if you can see it, but this right in front of me is Studley Pike. Finally made it. Navigation was a bit tricky because there are a lot of little paths around.
The night has its own pace. The darkness is not scary or frightening. Rather, the vast open landscape of the Pennines feels calm and quiet, almost intimate. In the night, it's just you and the sound of your breath and your footsteps. But the darkness also brings self-doubt and questions. The next checkpoint seems impossibly far. What am I doing here? What am I trying to prove? Am I too far behind? I try not to listen and to keep moving.
It's almost 4 a.m. I've been walking for 18 hours now, with only, I think, 30 minutes of break in total. And I lost one of my gloves. It's been raining or sleet coming down for the past 1.5 hours. But I'm only minutes away from the checkpoint. Can't wait to air my feet, let them dry, have some food, and then have a sleep. This is so nice. Good morning, everyone. Day 2 of my spine race. It's 8:30 now, and I just set off from the checkpoint half an hour ago. I got there at 4, and then I had 2 hours of sleep, which was really nice. I wanted to sleep even longer, but I don't know, wouldn't fall back asleep. And now I'm up on the moors again, just past Hepton Bridge. As you can see, it's pretty grim today. It's quite a bit of wind. I think it's supposed to rain pretty much the entire day. This is what the ground looks like. I was a bit anxious that we might get black ice because the ground obviously is still frozen, and now with the rain falling. But so far, as you can see, it's quite wet obviously, but it's more of a like slush texture, so luckily not too slippery. I feel quite good even in the rain and the wind, but yeah, getting a really good rest made a lot of difference, and now I'm feeling ready. Have 8 hours of daylight today. It's not too long to the halfway point, which is at around 90 kilometers for me for this race, which is really exciting, but also feels crazy thinking about that I'm going to have to do the same distance again. I'm on my way up to Top Withens now, and even in driving rain and -7 wind chill, this weather today is actually a lot better than I had last year on the same stretch where there was a complete whiteout that really broke me mentally. It was so hard in the snow. Oh, it's pretty slow going, as you can see. It's really covered in ice. There's water on top, but no slush here, so it's really slow going. I think I might need to get my micro spikes out, but yeah, they're kind of uncomfortable if you wear them for longer, and I've worn them the entire day yesterday. Oh, it's so windy. Oh, look at that, just pure ice. Wow, this is really tough. So slippery.
The moors, with their vastness and open skies, are stunning, but they can also feel endless. There's nothing to mark the hours, no landmarks to walk towards, no way to tell how far you've gone. Just the same rolling hills, miles of heather and bog stretching on forever. It's beautiful in the sun, but when the weather closes in, it feels harsh and unrelenting, making you feel exposed and lonely.
It's getting a bit hard now. As you can probably see, it's raining really heavily now. I have a blister that hurts so much on my heel. I already taped it, but I don't know, it still hurts a lot. And yeah, I'm going so slow, I feel like I don't make any progress, and this is probably so far the low point of the race. And I have another climb coming up to the moors. I'm at Montane Reservoir right now. I'm feeling a bit better, but at the same time, this today, same as last year, this stretch to Cowling seems like it's going on forever and ever. I've been walking for almost 6 hours and I've barely made 20 kilometers just because it's been so icy, and I taped my blister again and it's a bit better, but at the same time I can't move very fast. This is what I'm dealing with. Luckily a lot of the bog is still frozen, but you can see here there's just ice on top. This section is really hard because there's basically nothing between Hepton and Cowling, and even there's I think just a little water refill point. There's obviously no one out walking today if the weather's like this, so it's been quite a lonely, mentally challenging stretch. "100 kilometers down," which feels great, but also not a lot. It's 3 p.m. and so far today, since I started in Hepton, I only walked 25 kilometers. but I've made it to Cowling. I'm going to refill my water, and then it's going to be a bit up and down, a lot over farmland for the next couple of miles, and then we'll have a bit of a flatter section to Gargrave. I don't know what to tell you. I don't feel too great, but not to the point where I want to quit just yet. So yeah, I think I'm just going to carry on slowly. The sun has set. I'm going into my second night on the race. My blisters are okay-ish, I think. They didn't get worse, so that's already really, really nice. I'm on my way to Lothersdale. I'm feeling a lot better. I just walked past the pub in Lothersdale and I hadn't planned on going there. But there were 3 of us and the other 2 runners decided to go to the pub, so I went with them. And that really was the best decision. Just being inside, trying our clothes for a couple of minutes. I had some chips, a lemonade, and now I'm feeling so much better. I'm just going up Pinhor Beacon and then down towards Thornton and Craven and then to Gargrave, which is a bit of an easier section, a lot of quite level terrain.
The physical challenge of the spine race is relentless. Sore feet, blisters, biting cold and hardly any sleep. But just as demanding as the physical is the mental race. You need to control your focus, manage your pain and ignore negative thoughts. But most importantly, you need to resist the ever-growing temptation to quit.
I've been walking through muddy fields for miles and miles and miles. I haven't even made it to Gargrave yet.
I know there's a warm, cozy bed waiting for me. All I have to do is retire. And as the fatigue and the pain increase, retiring seems more and more like a rational choice.
It's almost 9 p.m. Only 40 kilometers down for today. And I think I have another low. I don't know, it just doesn't feel like I'm making any real progress. It's just field after field with ankle deep mud and I don't know, it's just very exhausting. It's raining heavily again, and to think about that I have another 60 kilometers left to go feels really hard. But yeah, luckily I'm not alone. I'm with 2 other runners that's just a couple of meters in front of me. I think I need to get some food from the co-op in Gargrave and just have that, take a little break. I almost made it to Malum, the village where I quit the race last year, and to be honest, I'm in a pretty similar state of mind. I'm quite exhausted. I actually quit drinking caffeine for the last 3 weeks just to be able to take a caffeine tablet, which I did, and which actually helped a lot, because I was feeling like I would fall asleep instantly, and now it's a bit better, but yeah, my blisters are still hurting. Everything is sore. I don't feel great. It's all pretty rubbish. It's very, very, very hard.
There was a phrase I kept hearing out on the race, that choosing your own suffering is a privilege. And during the hardest moments, I kept reminding myself of that. I wasn't forced to be cold, exhausted, or hurting. I'd chosen it. Being able to choose your own suffering is something not everyone gets to do. And remembering that gave me perspective, and it helped me keep going.
I just went up Malham Cove, and right now I'm on my way to Montane. There's a monitoring station, and apparently there's hot water there. I'm going to have a cup of noodles and then probably a little rest. I'm feeling a bit better. The caffeine pill worked surprisingly well. I really got over this tiredness for now, so yeah, really happy that it worked. Good morning, everyone. It's day 3 on the spine race. After my meltdown last night, I feel a bit better. I got to Montane early this morning at around 4. I had my pot noodles, and then there's a bird hide just a few hundred meters away, and I actually slept there with my sleeping bag, baby bag, removed my wet socks, let my feet dry. I feel rested, and I just set off. As you can see, it's almost sunrise. I'm just walking over Fountains Fell, and because of the black ice, we don't go over Pennigent like the original route, but we're going to take a shortcut down to Horton, which is obviously a bit sad because Pennigent is so iconic, but at the same time I'm really happy because this, I think, is 2 miles less. My feet are hurting so much, but yeah, it's not long now. I think just about 20 miles. So foggy and so wet, driving sideways rain. This is really tough. Ooh.
During the race, as your exhaustion grows, the world around you shrinks. Your focus narrows down and everything beyond blurs. The next marker, the next bend, the next minute. That's what I'm fixated on. I start counting footsteps. I tell myself, keep moving. You can slow down, but don't stop.
150 kilometers down. I'm walking into Horton Riverstay right now, and my feet hurt so much. It's so horrible. But yeah, I'm going to go to the toilets, refill my water, and then hopefully can carry on for the last 22 kilometers. I'm on my last 15 miles, just walking out of Horton. There's currently not anyone behind me. I think I'm basically at the end of the race. I think there are a couple of other people coming, but yeah, I feel like I wasn't too bad, more or less in the lower middle, but I think 40-50% have dropped out, so there's basically no one behind me anymore. My feet are hurting like crazy. I took my last couple of paracetamol a few minutes ago, so hopefully that will carry me over a little bit. This is honestly really hard. I really feel like I have to dig really deep. Obviously you don't want to give up now, but at the same time it's so painful. I'm moving so slowly. Look at this view. This and the clouds over there is Whernside, Ribblehead Viaduct and Ingerborough. Oh, beautiful view. But that's about it. For the rest, I'm feeling pretty down. It's so hard to keep going, and the finishing point doesn't seem to get any closer, and I don't know, my feet hurt. Obviously I want to finish, and I'm going to finish no matter what, but still, this is so hard. I don't know, I think it's just my mind playing tricks on me because I'm so close to the end. Just when I thought it couldn't get any worse with my feet and everything, it now closed in. It's raining so heavily, I'm soaked through almost already. Oh, this is so hard.
The last 15 kilometers felt like the longest of the whole race. I had fallen behind and was once again alone on the moors, with the weather closing in and daylight fading fast. Careful steps over black ice, sinking into bogs, waterproofs slowly soaking through. I saw the lights of Hawes in the distance. They just never seemed to get any closer. I wanted to quit. I was sobbing, arguing with myself, bargaining for just a few more steps, one foot in front of another.
It's so boggy. Oh. This is it. Just walking into a house. This is the end. It's most brutal, and it really was very brutal. I can't wait to get there, to sort my feet, to see Otto, and I'm so proud of myself, but also incredibly tired.
Yay!
It wasn't pretty, and it definitely wasn't easy. 108 wet miles, very little sleep, and a lot of self-doubt. But I kept moving forward and crossed the line. Choosing this suffering was a privilege, and finishing it meant everything. The support I got during the race kept me going when it got really tough. The Spine family, the other runners I shared miles with, and the amazing volunteers made the hardest moments feel a bit easier. And to everyone who sent messages, came out to the course to cheer me on, or supported me in other ways. Your encouragement got me through every step, and I can't thank you enough.